Hello and welcome to Dead Good Book Reviews. I'm Judith and today I'm sharing my November TBR. So I've mentioned this a few times, too many times probably, but I'm doing NaNoWriMo in November. There will be videos about that. I was going to do a NaNoWriMo prep video. I decided not to in the end. Reasons will become clear later. But yes, I'm doing NaNoWriMo. I'm writing a book in November, or finishing writing a book in November. This is a shorter TBR than usual, so we're going to zip through it. Also because, as you may tell, I'm dressed in the clothes from my decluttering videos. I've been filming since 9 AM and it's now 1:20. So we're going to whiz through these books. All of these are arcs because I'd opted for a smaller TBR, but I still have to read for reviewing books. So we're going to work our way through. We have Amara by L.L. McNeil. This was sent to me quite some time ago. It's embarrassingly long ago. This is already out and available. I think you can buy this on Amazon. I don't know if you can buy them anywhere else. If you don't support Amazon, I will stick a link in the description below. But yes, this is the third book in her World of Linaria series. Looking forward to reading this. It involves shape-changing, magic, dragons. I really enjoyed this series so far, and I don't read enough indie self-pub fantasy in my life, because often it's quite bad. But these are not bad. Looking forward to getting that done. Next up is Nottingham by Nathan McCarrick. This is, of course, a Robin Hood retelling. This has been sat on my shelf for a little while. I haven't got to it. I can't tell you why. When is this out? It's out already, I expect. Yes, this came out in September. This was sent to me by a publisher, and I'm a bit trepidatious. The cover is quite like man fantasy, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one, but it's definitely time to get to it. I'm wanting to have all of those, like, these are already out arcs off my shelf by the end of this month. Speaking of which, Battle Beyond the Dull Stars. Again, I've talked about this in a recent haul. This is meant to be kind of like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy-esque surreal humour sci-fi book. This is already out, been sat on my shelf for already too long. Let's get it read. The Monster by Seth Dickinson. This is the sequel to The Traitor Baru Cormorant. This is The Monster, Baru Cormorant. Really, really looking forward to this. It's like economics? No, Judith, it's economics and fantasy, and it's kind of gay, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I remember the first one being quite bleak, so I'm hoping there'll be a few more of those moments of like happy things in this one to balance that out. The Blue Eye is another one. These are my NetGalley reads. The Blue Eye is the sequel to The Black Khan, which is the sequel to The Bloodprint. This is a series that I've had mixed feelings about. I haven't hung on to the copies I had because I was like, I don't think I want to reread them. Am I slightly regretting that now? No, I wouldn't have time to read all three. So yes, it's quite a dense series if you like heavy fantasy, by which I mean like it's a lot of words, it's a lot of keeping track of who's who and where everyone is. But I'm interested in what's going to happen in book 3. So there, The Blue Eye. Next, we have The Name of All Things by Jen Lyons. This came out end of October. This came out 29th of October, which is why it didn't make it into my October TBR. This is, as you can tell, quite a hefty book. So this is going to have to be probably a read in chunks kind of a book. It's the sequel to The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons as well, obviously. I don't know what else to say, really. I'm gonna read it, it's gonna be good. The next book is Sisters of Shadow and Light by Sarah B. Larson. This comes out on the 5th of November, and it's kind of a fairy tale-esque story. I think it's about, well, it's obviously about sisters, but I think it's gonna have an element of that, like, sister conflict in it, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Fairy tale. Haven't read a very good fairy tale book in quite some time. I kind of took a break from them because last year had so many retellings in them. Next, Other Life by Jason Segel. Don't look by Jason Segel, it's not Ghost Room at all. Which is the third book in the Other Earth, Other World, I can't remember what order they go in, series, but it's like VR, augmented reality stuff. The first two I haven't been entirely sold on, but at this point, in for a penny, in for a pound, I'm going to see how it goes all the way through to the end. The 9th book on my TBR is The Guinevere Deception. I'm so excited for this. I can't remember when this comes out, and it doesn't say on the book, because this is a finished copy. I will put that on the screen, editing Judith, please. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. It's been one of my most anticipated reads since it was announced. I love Kirsten White. I talk about her in every single video at this point. It's so good. I also love Arthurian legend. I have a bit of a problem. I think this might have something about the Fae in it. There was like an inkling on the blurb, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe this is the book that will turn me back onto the Fae. I don't know, but this is I'm so excited. I may do a whole dedicated video on this, maybe, who knows. Yeah, 9 books. It's a 9-book TBR. Other things will, I'm sure, emerge as we go, but 9 is what I'm going to try and stick to. But yes, I'm really excited to get to these, and I hope that you're excited to hear about them. And if you want to support me in my writing journey for November, then you can subscribe to hear more about that. You can like, comment, share, all the above. You know how the internet works. You can follow me on all of my socials, and I will see you in the next one.